Good afternoon, how are you? Now I will speak, I think it will be a long speech about the prelude that I just recorded for alto recorder and basso continuo by Jacques Martin, I think Hotteterre, published in 1719 in Paris. It's a very complicated prelude, published at the end of his method, and it is like a conclusion. There is two preludes at the end of this method, a conclusion of the book in which he put many things of what he had spoken and written before. It's very complicated to play this prelude for many reasons. The first, the tonality D major is not an easy tonality for an alto recorder that is built in F major. Second, because it's written in clé de sol français, in violin key, in G key, but not on the second line, on the first line, so it is like bass key. The first note is not D, is F. The third, because it's full of ornaments. And the fourth, because in this prelude he make many change of tonality. It's written in the title, avec des cadences sur tous les degrés de l'octave, with some cadence, some change of tonality in all the step, all the degree of the octave. That is, we are in D major, it will be a cadence in D, in E, in F sharp, in G sharp, no, in G, in A, in B, and in C sharp. Minor or major, it's depend. It depends from the taste, from the position. For example, in these first two lines, you have a cadence sur la cinquième du ton, cadence upon the fifth of the tonality. The fifth of the tonality D major is A, and this is a cadence in the tonality of A major. In effect, we have G sharp. We will see and speak about this change of tonality. I recorded this piece with metronome for two reasons. The first is because I recorded before the bass, and if you look, the bass starts with the note long 4. Boo! And when you play a second, you make a self duo, and you play a second, the first will not white you, so you have to make all the entire first bar without knowing when the bass will make the second note, C sharp. This is the first reason. The second reason is because there is so many ornaments that need to be done not before the beat, but with the beat. Not ta-ta-ta, but ta-ta-ta. And so with the metronome it's more easy for the listener and for the student to make it. And third, because Hotteterre say that we have not to follow metronome, we have not to follow the majeur. It is a strange text from Hotteterre. You have to play, I don't know where it is, but he say you have not to follow strictly the rhythm, the time, because it's a prelude. And I understand the meaning, the intention. If you make a prelude, you will not play but free, okay. But for being free, especially reading a text written by a composer 3rd century, before us, you have to read correctly what the composer have written. So it's better if you start following the metronome and then you can make without. But I think that what Hotteterre is telling us is not that we can make a white note longer or shorter, but that inside the tempo, the beats, between a beat to the other, we can be fry. Ta da da long, ta da da da, da da. But I guess, in my opinion, it's better if you are correct with the beats. Of course, not short beat, because you will kill the music, but long beats, the quarter or the minima. So you will see it's a strange recording with metronome. What we have to see at the beginning, it starts like allemande. Okay, it's the note of the chord of the major, and then attention, there is the last ornament of the bar is F, G, A, G, A, G, A, G, F, G. The problem is where has to be the beat upon the first note F or upon the first note of the trill A. If you make you give the accent and you make the beats, you play the A with the beats. But I think that you have to put the beat, put the note with the beat has to be F sharp. Okay. And here's a little difficult. E, A, E, F, G, F, G, F, G, F, E, F, E. And I guess this is typical moment in which we understand that the note that has to be with the beat, on the beat, is not the G of the trill, ta-ra-ta, but the E, ta-ra-ra. Why? Because there is a symmetry. This is the structure. Because if you make EF before the beat, your EA has to be different from DA that is before. And I think this is incorrect. We will listen what I did with my recording. Okay. And now there is a modulation, G sharp. We are going to A major. Attention at the length of the E. E. Da 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 da. There is a mistake. The mathematics is not correct. If you count how many sixteenths, how many 30-seconds you have, the second quarter of this bar is short. But this is a way of writing typical from this period. There is two solutions. The rest is not rest of sixteenths, but rest of eighths, or the E was dotted. But this is not important because we know that we have E, that we have a rest, and then we have da 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 da, E, F, G, A. dotted A with port de voix. Attention that we have dotted eighths, second line, dotted eighths and 2/32, dotted eighths and 2/32, not dotted eighth, it 2/16. So there is not the same rhythm, but we have the tendency to make the same ta di 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 di. The composer probably needs something else. Ta di 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 di, more melodical, and again the beat, so the E of the bass and the beat of the metronome, not upon A from the trill, but upon F sharp. Di 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 di. Good. We will listen. Okay. And now a scale, 7 notes, and 1 is the rest. So the entire scale without the G sharp. Attention now, C flat is not a C flat. The flat is a way of avoiding the sharp. So it was C sharp, with flat is C natural. In this period doesn't exist the sign biquadro that cancel sharp or flat. If you have flat and you want a natural, you put a sharp. If the note is sharp and you need a natural, you put a flat. So this is A, B, C natural. We are going in another tonality. We are going in E minor. And E minor has not C sharp. Very interesting, this C natural on the third line. Okay, we will listen. Really, I did da 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 da, but this is wrong. It has to be da 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 da. You know, the theory is a thing, the practice is another. I think that we have to know that probably the first of these two notes is on the beat, but after the way of singing, the way of playing, in my opinion, is free. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. If the beat arrive on the first A, on the B, on the C, it's not important. Also because there is no beat, there is no metronome. Okay, I was speaking to you about this C natural. It's interesting, this sixth. Typical of the minor tonality. E, C. And then about the trill, this plus is a trill. The cadence is sur la deuxième, sur la seconde. Upon the second note, in effect in D major, the second note is E, so we are in E. Major or minor? Minor, because the G is natural. It's cadence in E minor. Interesting cadence in which we have G and trill upon F sharp. Without tie, the note will be. With the legatura, there is two possibilities. The first is that you make exactly the same, but without repeating the G. So the trill starts after the second beat, not immediately after the second beat, but a little later, as it were without tied note. There is another possibility exactly opposite, that the trill finish on the second beat. And this it were like the trill were upon a quarter, dotted quarter F sharp. So the written G is just the first note of a trill upon a dotted quarter. I used performance the second way. We were in E minor, and now we are going to another tonality, sur la sixième. The sixth note of D major is B. It will be a cadence in B minor. Attention that B minor has A sharp. Here we are still in E minor with D sharp. Here no more, because the D is natural, and it will arrive an A sharp with trill. So you have to make, the trill is between B natural and B flat. B and A sharp. Now we have to go from A sharp, that is B flat, and lower F sharp. Lower F sharp has half little finger. B flat has entire little finger. I suggest that your B, so A sharp, is done with not an entire little finger but half. Especially in this passage, A sharp, F sharp. If you don't move the little finger, just half, you can make it. Good, we will listen. Yeah, I did a mistake. I did A, F, G, but the composer asked. Okay. Now we are changing tonality and we are going to A minor. Cadence sur la carte. The fourth note of but it's not written. It changed tonality, it's go upon the minor fifth, but it say nothing. But I say that there is a cadence pim pom pom on A minor. What is the confusion with this note? Because Hotteterre is publishing for many different instruments, violin, oboe, flute de voix. In this case, flute, baroque flute. After G sharp, we have E, F sharp, G sharp. And this note that can make a baroque flute, but not an alto recorder. But the alto recorder has not the E, so for the alto recorder it suggests that you stopped with trill on G sharp, you avoid E, F sharp, and you start again from G sharp. I play very slow. . And after, it makes the same with another tonality with C natural but no more G sharp. If it was exactly the same, but it's not exactly the same. It makes something that when many of my pupils make mistakes, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, but F, F, G, A, G, E, all these notes with trill is compressed not in 2 beats, but in 1. And the tendency is use 2 beats, but you cannot make a bar of 5th quarter. So after the rest, okay, we will listen. Okay, but it's a very complicated ornamentation. Now, C natural, what is the tonality with only F sharp? Is G major. And in effect, we have written sur la carte, upon the 4th. Cadence on the 4 note of the scale, G major. About the 3 notes after the rest, B, C, D, many times Hotteterre use 3/16, 3/32. Ta 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 ta, ta 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 ta, ta 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 ta. But here it asks that the first of the 3 notes is longer. Ta 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 ta. And it repeated the same rhythm after. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. So it's very small differences. The listener will not recognize if you make this or this, but you, there are musician, and your teacher will recognize if you make correctly or not. We will listen. Okay, and now we are in G major. The piece seems start again in G major. Again, E minor. Here we are in E minor, but here we have a chromatism. G, G sharp, A sharp, B. And what it is interesting is each 2 notes we have a trill. So, because without this, it will be. This was the skeleton, but it make. It's not easy to trill upon A sharp. I make a B, and then I use half ring finger, and then remaining with the thumb, half thumb, half ring finger, I make a strange G sharp that is an octave exactly the same position of the lower G sharp, just with half thumb. So the editor tell you that after the F sharp, this kreuz, this cross, and this sign tell you that you will meet an E sharp, not easy, E sharp. We will listen. I did a mistake because it was surprised from the trill upon. The problem of the trill of F sharp is that normally has to start with only thumb and you move the medium. And this position, only thumb, is very unusual. And this is probably the most difficult passage of the piece. A scale like yeah, C sharp major, not really C sharp major because there is the last two notes are different, but we are going to make a cadence in, we are in F sharp minor. F sharp minor has just 3 sharp, but sometimes has D sharp and E sharp, like in this case. The last two notes are faster, but not really faster, the last two notes. The problem is the quantity of note. It asks to start after not short C, and then this trill, very unusual, G sharp, F sharp. There is no really alternative position. I used a normal G sharp, and then I close all the other finger, half thumb, index and little. In my recording is not so perfect. We will listen. Okay, now a new theme, a new thema. Finally, something easy. I did a mistake in the bass. I did pa-pum, pa-pum, but it's not written this, it's written pa-pum, pum, pa, pa. Pom, pom, pom. It's a different read, but you know, in Baroque music it's very difficult to make something different. When you start potum, you are think that you will continue tutum, 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 tutum. Okay, now it make a cadence sur la septième. Upon the 7th note, the 7th note of D is C, C sharp. We are in C sharp minor. For this reason we have this trill between C sharp and C natural. That is a modern position. It is you make C sharp 0, 1, 2, 4, 5 without the ring finger, and you move ring finger and little finger. But I use the ancient position, C sharp, C natural, and then the trill between D and C. But you cannot play like this, you have to make long C sharp. Okay, and then you see again this jump from sixth between C sharp and A, minor sixth. Okay, now we will listen. and now we are in F sharp minor. This is the same that has been made two lines before, similar one. And now you see this signe is a port de voix à l'envers, is appoggiatura F sharp, E sharp. And now G natural, because we are making cadence again in E minor, sur la seconde. We will listen. Okay, now attention. These four notes, D, C, B, A, is fast, but I think that the D has to be in the good position. And not ta-da, no, ta-dang, ta-ta. What I'm saying that it is E, E, D, F, E, E, D, F. Why cadence imperfect, not perfect? Because it's not a cadence between 5th degree and 1st, but between 1st degree and 5th. So it's cadence between A, C, E, and E, G, B. Between we are in A major, the dominant of D major, but the cadence is not between the 5th degree of A major and the 1st, but between the 1st and the 5th. So there is also a cadence imperfect, not perfect. We will listen. Okay. And now we are going to make a cadence again from the 4th, G major. And now this is very interesting because the gruppetto is after the note. G, gruppetto, A. This is my interpretation. And now a new start in G major. But changing the tonality immediately because there is a G sharp in the bass. Attention on the last line. After this A, there is a slower note. Probably in egal. Accelerando, da, da. And now we have 6/32 seconds, but 6/32 seconds is not correct. 30 seconds has to be 8. In the modern music, we will write 16, number 6 above this note. For us, it's not important. We know that we have to start with A in the beat, and the beat after is a D. It's not important if there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And after the piece is finished, from this moment I'm not following the beat of the metronome because it's a cadenza. I make rallentando. Sur la finale, cadence sur la note finale, cadence upon the final note. We will listen, and I hope it has been useful. Okay, I hope it has been useful. It's a very complicated prelude, not for beginner, because the tonality, the rhythm, the ornaments, but if you study, if you practice this prelude, you will learn a lot. Bye bye.